For decades, Liberty Station in San Diego has been surrounded by stories that refuse to disappear. Visitors, employees, and paranormal investigators have all described unexplained encounters inside the historic property. But one surveillance recording uploaded to Reddit by Carmina Cat may be the most unsettling of them all. The camera quietly watches an empty hallway, where nothing appears out of the ordinary. Then, without the slightest warning, a pale transparent figure briefly forms in the corridor, before fading away almost as quickly as it appeared. No doors open, no footsteps can be heard, and no visible person ever enters the frame. The clip spread rapidly across Reddit, dividing viewers almost immediately. Some believe the camera had simply captured a lighting distortion or digital artifact. Others argued that explanation doesn't fully account for what appears on screen, especially considering the building's long history of unexplained reports. Several people who claimed to have worked there even shared eerie stories of experiences they couldn't explain. Perhaps the camera caught nothing more than a visual illusion, or perhaps it recorded something that was never supposed to be seen. After watching the footage for yourself, what do you think crossed that hallway? Most paranormal investigations end with nothing more than hours of empty footage. But every now and then, a single moment is enough to leave an entire team questioning what they just experienced. According to reports, this clip was recorded by the Mexican paranormal channel, Extinct File, during a nighttime investigation inside an old cemetery, believed by many locals to be haunted. Armed with cameras and flashlights, they slowly made their way between the aging graves, expecting a long and uneventful search.
¿Fuiste tú? Sí. Parece que por acá termina el cementerio. Sí, mira. Siento un nervio, güey. Pero increíble, güey. Ay, güey. Es que esos gritos no son para nada normales, güey. ¡La madre, güey! ¿Qué onda con eso?
Out of nowhere, a dark figure suddenly darted through the distance, disappearing so quickly that either investigator noticed it in real time. Only after replaying the footage did they realize something had crossed the cemetery right in front of them. Now, maybe it was just a person hidden in the darkness. Maybe it was a trick of the camera. Or maybe the cemetery had one unexpected visitor, who definitely wasn't listed on the guest register. Either way, I don't think I'd be volunteering for the next overnight investigation. Some abandoned buildings are empty, at least that's what people hope. But when the Czech urban exploration team DV Twix stepped inside the abandoned Zabarov poultry plant, they quickly realized this investigation wouldn't stay ordinary for long. Everything seemed completely still, until a loose wire hanging from the ceiling began moving on its own. There was no obvious breeze, no one close enough to touch it, and yet it continued to sway. Before anyone could come up with an explanation, something even stranger happened.
A čum, já jakoby, i když to jako se zkusíme jako stabilizovat, stejně se to jakoby trošičku jakoby hejbe, víš, všim se z toho? Víš?
Jako ale vítr tady, kam jsem?
To byla ta židle, víš?
Neviděl jsem to.
Kámo, co si to do s náma hraje, bro. Projez se nám, jestli si tady dotkni se těch přístrojů, zkus něco s něčím pohnout, něco posunout. Kámo, ta židle zase, vole.
Kámo. Hej, já bych se s ním dal.
Kámo, já bych šel od toho radši dál,
já
vole,
taky,
co?
vole.
Kámo, čekuj. Já jste vidět lidi, a ta židle se fucking klá, kde byl.
Jde to vidět, kámo.
Kámo, ven tu kameru a natoč to zblízka.
Já to přiblížím, kámo.
Nebo vidět, že fakt nikdo nic s ničím nedělá.
A nearby chair suddenly glided across the floor, causing both investigators to freeze in disbelief. Just moments later, it appeared to shift once again without anyone approaching it, turning an already unsettling investigation into something far more difficult to explain. You'd think that would be the creepiest part, but the internet had other plans. After the video was uploaded, viewers spotted what looked like a pale figure quietly crossing a hallway in the background. Something the investigators never even noticed while they were there. Could every strange moment have a perfectly ordinary explanation? Maybe. But if an abandoned slaughterhouse starts moving furniture while I'm inside, congratulations to whatever's living there. You officially own the building. I'm leaving the keys, and probably breaking a sprint record on the way out. This investigation takes us to an abandoned winery restaurant, explored by paranormal investigator Alex, from the channel Hunting the Unknown. Forgotten for more than 20 years, the property has become the center of chilling local legends. According to nearby residents, the former owners walked away from the building and never looked back, leaving behind decades of rumors involving unexplained activity and strange rituals. Curious to separate myth from reality, Alex entered the crumbling building alone, documenting every step of the investigation.
Here we go, guys, one side. Come to this place before a long time ago. It was in a lot better condition than this. Obviously it's in a lot of bad disarray at the moment. It's destroyed. I can barely see. I've only got one light, and you just feel like being watched already in this place. So this place is in the middle of like a forest. It used to be a winery, but it's over 25 years it's been derelict, abandoned. So the forest has reclaimed this place pretty much, and it's known to have people coming in to do seances and things like that, satanic things. Because in the UK you might not think it, but it's very popular in this country. Satanists, the demons, all that sort of stuff, summoning rituals, you name it, guys, they do it in this country. Because anything can happen while you're on your own. So I've got the music box set up at the moment. Just doing a little walk through. Hello?
At first, nothing seemed out of place. Then, without warning, a large wooden door violently slammed shut on its own. His stationary camera captured the entire event, yet nothing visible appears responsible for the sudden movement. Most people would have ended the investigation right there. Alex did the exact opposite. He continued exploring the abandoned rooms before eventually using a spirit box, hoping to receive a response from anything that might still linger inside.
Can you turn off the music box again? Can you walk in front of it? Was that you making that noise? Where are you? Can you give me a sign, please? Oh, f***ing hell! Steve, are you here? I think you are. I don't think your name's Steve. I don't understand how these were knocked down. It's crazy, I don't understand this. I'm pretty sure this was like that. Hello?
Hidden in the shadows, what appears to be a dark human-shaped figure can briefly be seen standing perfectly still, almost as if it had been silently watching the investigation the entire time, before disappearing back into the darkness. So, was it nothing more than clever lighting and an overactive imagination? Or did Alex leave the building with one extra visitor that never appeared on camera until it wanted to? Either way, if an abandoned winery invites me in, I'm politely declining the reservation. Hospitals already carry decades of memories, but when a place has been abandoned for years, those memories often become the source of far darker stories. Hidden away in Wales stands Aman Valley Hospital, a former maternity hospital that opened in 1936 before closing nearly 50 years later. Since its abandonment, countless visitors have described an overwhelming sense of fear inside the building. Some even claimed they turned around before making it past the entrance, convinced something didn't want them there. Determined to find out for themselves, paranormal investigators Elliot and Joe ventured into the crumbling hospital after dark.
Abandoned for decades now, so you may not have had many people to talk to in these years. Be absolutely fascinating to talk to you about what this place used to be like, what life was like back then. And something you may not know is it's the year 2026 right now. Was that you?
No, didn't move.
Oh, it's probably insane, because I think, what was it, 18 in the 80s? So the 1990s even? This was what am I saying?
It was
The
30s or 50s.
1980s, this was abandoned.
Yeah.
So 40, 50 years this place has been like this.
Mm-hmm.
Does it surprise you to tell you that it's now the year 2026? What was that? What did you do?
I didn't do anything. What was that behind me?
What? I don't know. All I heard is you running at me.
Did you not hear shh?
Yeah, I thought it was you running at me.
That wasn't me. It was in there.
To tell you that it's now the year 2026? What was that? What did you do?
I didn't do anything. What was that behind me?
To tell you that it's now the year 2026? What was that? What did you do?
I didn't do anything. What was that behind me?
To tell you that it's now the year 2026? What did you do?
I didn't do anything. What was that behind me?
What? I don't know. All I heard is you running at me.
Did you not hear shh?
Yeah, I thought it was you running at me.
That wasn't me. It was in there.
Literally, all I heard was really you running at me. It sounded like a plastic bag, didn't it?
Yeah.
There is a plastic bag right there. Just thought I'd let you know.
Oh.
Now I'll turn my light off again. Yeah, they sounded like when. Psh,
Yeah, that's what I heard.
and then, well, yeah,
And then I
to
ran.
me, like it was all the same thing.
But when you're in a dark hospital, pitch black, you can't see anything, and you hear. It sounded like to me someone was going. Do you know what I mean? It was like.
I know, it's hard for me to comment because it sounded like that was part of you running.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. All I heard is.
Yeah, no.
As they explored the silent corridors, the investigation remained uneventful until an explosive bang echoed from somewhere ahead of them, stopping both investigators in their tracks.
I don't like this.
What is that?
We're being surrounded. Generally.
What the f?
You keep your camera that way, I'll keep mine this way, because what the f?
Before they could make sense of it, another crash suddenly rang out from behind them. The strange noises seemed to move through the hallways, almost as though something unseen was circling them. Hoping to understand what was happening, the team continued deeper into the building, asking questions into the darkness.
Is that how you'd like to communicate? What was that? Like a ding out there.
Was that out there, was it?
Yeah. Do you know what's strange as well? They don't feel so bad in this room.
No.
It's really odd. Bit of a weird thing to say, but that was my zip on my trousers.
Really? What was that?
Oh, me! What the was that? Oh, Jesus, man.
To their surprise, the loud knocks appeared to answer back, responding at moments that felt almost deliberate. Wanting to identify the source, they cautiously followed the sounds. But just as they approached, another deafening bang erupted only a short distance away, forcing both investigators to hesitate.
God, bastard. Oh my days.
What?
Oh my days, this is cold.
Yeah, I know.
Oh. Oh. I'm starting to literally freeze now. That's not you, by the way.
No, I know, we've just walked past it. I've never heard it do that before. That would have gone off as we walked past if that we've literally had to walk in front of it.
Yeah.
Go back a minute. There's no way that would pick us up from here. Impossible.
No, there won't.
Is someone following us? If you are, that is absolutely brilliant. That is fantastic. You can keep following us. Like, 'cause that's not temperature.
No, that's movement.
Yeah. Let me show you. I'm going to do a thing. Show you where I have to be. I'm directly in the middle of it. There.
You have to be that close.
Yeah, this is where you have to be for it to go. It's gone off on the other side now.
Seriously?
It's like someone just walked away from me.
Moments later, a motion sensor resting on the floor unexpectedly activated behind them, giving the unsettling impression that something invisible was keeping pace with every step they took. As the night wore on, Joe's condition began to deteriorate. What started as a simple headache gradually became intense brain fog and disorientation, convincing the team that continuing the investigation wasn't worth the risk. They packed up their equipment and finally left the hospital behind. Later, reflecting on everything that happened, Elliot and Joe admitted that they rarely jumped to paranormal conclusions,